Welcome to another episode of Tech Talk, where we dive deep into the world of technology, software, and everything in between. Today, we're going to explore something a bit niche, but incredibly interesting. It's the world of file listing utilities, specifically the tool known as LC. Now, you might be asking yourself, what is LC? Well, buckle up, because we're about to get into it. So, LC stands for List Files and Categories, and it originally comes from the MWC, or Mark Williams Company, which had its roots in the old Unix system. It's fascinating to think about how long file listing utilities have been around and how they've evolved alongside operating systems. The tool allows users to view files in an organized manner, which can be particularly helpful in managing large directories. But hold on a second. There's more. One of the intriguing features of this version of LC is its support for symbolic links, which is what the --L command line option is all about. Now, for those who may not be familiar, a symbolic link is essentially a pointer that leads you from one file or directory to another. So why is this feature significant? For many users, being able to manage and list files, especially when they are linked to various locations, significantly enhances navigation and organization. Now, let's take a little detour and talk about the history behind LC. It was originally part of the Coherent operating system, which itself is a piece of computing heritage. The developers at MWC created some really useful tools for that environment, and LC was one among them, thinking back to the time before everything was just a click away. As you delve deeper into LC, it's important to consider both its functionality and its limitations. As a listener, you might wonder, do we still need tools like LC in today's graphical user interfaces? Well, the answer might surprise you. Despite the widespread shift to GUI-based systems, command line tools like LC provide unmatched power and flexibility. For instance, in the realm of server management or when scripting, nothing beats the efficiency of a command line-based utility. It gets faster as you become more familiar with it. So here's something I like to pose as a thought question for you. If you were to pick between using a GUI and a command line for file management, which would you choose and why? I think this speaks volumes about how each of us relates to technology and our preferences for interacting with it. Before we wrap up today's session, let's do a quick recap of what we've talked about. We've unraveled the historical context of LC and how it operates. We've also touched on the importance of symbolic links in file management and how command line tools remain vital even in a world dominated by GUIs. As we close out today's episode, I want to encourage you to explore tools like LC, experiment with command lines. Who knows, you might discover that it's not just powerful, but also a lot of fun. Thank you for tuning into Tech Talk. Stay curious, keep exploring, and we'll catch you next time with more insights from the tech world.